What time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, he's back from the dead. Your show. Putting it on the map, yeah. Saskatoon. Right next to New York. New York. Yeah, what show, yeah. Your show. What time is it? Your show. Yeah, time to talk some shit, yeah. Your show.
You've tuned in, yeah?
Yeah, von Maggie. Bark, bark, wolf, wolf, who wants a treat, yeah? Keep listening.
Hello and welcome into the Tuesday edition of your show. My name is Gary and I'm so happy and grateful that you've joined us here yet again on the Dufferin Avenue Media Network. A lot of great things going on, this being one of them. The only show originating in Saskatoon, going live on the internet from 4 to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday, scheduled viewing just like we grew up with. And we say it all the time, when you're doing something different, that's the only way people will notice. Because there's way too much of this out there. We need more of this. And that's what we're bringing. Positivity, bringing the importance of karma, treating others how we want to be treated, all that good stuff. That's what we're all about here. Well, that and a certain camera, a 5-time award-winning camera. And she's not quite in her spot, but we'll see what we can do here. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to the Maggie Cam. Oh. March. There you are, girl. Ooh, what's going on? Look at this. It's a nice side view. It's okay. Look at her go. She's trying to figure out right now. She's like, I thought I was in a spot. When she smiles, man, like I can't handle that. It's too much. The Maggie Cam, proudly brought to you by our incredible, incredible friends over at Pet Planet on 8th Street, your pet's natural grocer. Maggie has a boyfriend. His name is Leroy. They met through the puppy welcoming conventions that we have here in our beautiful city. And they started dating. And they realized, okay, we love each other and we love these businesses that we're rolling with. So just like Maggie's our greeting dog here, Leroy will greet you at the door. He literally has a bed right beside it. He walks you up to the till. You say hi to Mike and or Rochelle, or if they're after hours, you say hi to Kirsten, Shar, or Chris. And on weekends, by the way, they're open all the time for you. Then your experience can commence. Whether you're looking for brand new fashion, like the latest in clothing for your pets, or the coolest new buckle-up leashes and collars they got going on. I got one Marvel one right here sitting on the set right now. They're so damn cool, okay? They got all the treats your heart desires. They have all the toys. They even have the raw food in the back if you'd like to switch your pet's diet. They got you there, okay? This food is real food inside a fridge that you can take and you can feed your dog. As well, it's right beside the best cleaning station in the entire universe. And the cleaning station, so cool. We're going to take Marge in there and do a video. I was just talking to Brooksy, another Adventures with Maggie video, as we're going to show off that amazing cleaning station. And so much more, okay? It's all there for you. And right when you walk in, you feel that kindness. You feel, there's a reason the businesses that are with us here are with us, because they agree that, yeah, you should treat others how you want to be treated. Do good things. Let's lift each other up. That's what it's all about, including over at Pet Planet on 8th Street, your pet's natural grocer. We love them so, so much. Tuesdays here, we record a audio-only episode as well as this very Tuesday edition of your show. It is called the All Out of Angst podcast. We even have an intro. I don't know if you have her loaded up there, Dragon. The intro is very, oh, he does. Watch this. Once this intro hits, you know that the party has begun. I still haven't added music to it, but it's still very cool just to see our stupid faces up here. Because we did an awesome photo shoot in the back alley at the studios, and we looked pretty cool. If I were to see this picture, I'd say, man, those guys are so cool. And then once I'd meet us, I'd be like, okay, well, I guess I get it. Either way, it's going to come up here right away. I just know it, as I should have let him know. Oh, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the All Out Eggs podcast. Look at that. Hey, there it is. Yahoo! Now, the song that goes along with that is a song that we are looking to release on DistroKid. I was looking into it the other day, boys. I really was. And as I was looking into it, I was saying, man, this looks really hard. So we're going to have to do some stuff. But you have experience with this.
You know? That seems like something Aaron could step up and whip that out.
Need some management for the band.
Yeah, she's good at that stuff.
That man right there, his name is Matt. We call him Matt from all the bands because he plays in all the bands. This guy beside me to my left, your screen right. We know him from all of his all-natural products. Ladies and gentlemen, Uncle Mike and Matt from all the bands.
Hello. Nice.
Yeah.
I just added that
We're
one.
off to a great start. So before we get into everything that's going on here, I do want to give a shout out. Uncle Brando's in the house right now. Uncle Brando! See that? Oh, yeah. He's getting ready. Are you going to the Coachman licensed beverage room and casino right away? Is that where you guys are playing? Yeah?
Yeah, buddy.
So he comes here on Tuesdays and we do a little stream, okay? And this stream is picking up steam.
Nice rhyme.
Stream Steam.
Steam. All thanks to Uncle Brando. He is our head of streaming or head of network streaming, whatever it's called. He's the guy, and he's been putting a lot of work, and he's been making things happen. You can find us right here. Check this out. Boink.
Ooh.
Nice.
We're growing, man. We are growing. Now, I'm not sure how this one leads.
Every week, something new.
This is what I'm saying. When you do good things, stuff like this happens. So you can check us out, twitch.tv/Dufferin Ave Media. I'm currently talking to LB to see how we can record the streams because all the streams we do, they don't get put over. And I got an alarm. Oh, no. Okay. This is really good. Okay. We'll get to that. First, this is going to disappear. I'm not sure if it goes up or not. So this will be a fun new way. Maybe I can just grab it. Come here, Mr. Twitch. Just give him a little grab and say, you get out of here.
Boing.
Hey!
Oh, look at that.
King of graphics, hey? That's what we are. We are the kings and queens of graphics. So I just had an alarm go off. Back in the old day, when I was doing just the audio part of this cool little stuff that we do each and every day, I had a thing called the random reminder of the day. It even had a sweet intro, thanks to Von Trask from 911 Turbo, the same guy that did the intro for this very show. And what I would do is I would put an alarm in my phone, and at some point randomly, a random reminder would pop up on my phone. And then it'd have like a funny thing attached to it. And it's usually while I'm highly medicated at 2 or 3 in the morning. I throw these things and then just set it and forget it. Apparently, I was motivated last night as I smoke a cigarette every now and then. I've been trying to cut down. Shout out to nicotine patches and pouches and gums. Ooh, they're the best. Especially the pouches.
You ever dip into the vapes or just...
No, man. Vapes too extreme.
Okay.
Like for me, it's like I like to stick to the devil I know rather than the one I don't. And that vape and stuff, it seems like you got a lot of stuff you don't know that's in there. And I ain't judging. Everyone does their own thing. I will never judge anybody. For me personally, give me some nicotine pouches.
It's been about 8 years since me and Aaron quit, but like when everyone at work smokes, and I like the smell, and I like being part of it. Like I like rallying everyone, smoke break, let's go. Because it was such a social thing, you know.
High school,
and now
we
that
had
I-
a smoking
now that-
lounge, man. That's where all the cool kids hung out.
I know.
You want to make it in the cool cliques, you got to learn how to smoke, bro.
Mhm.
That's what it was. Anyways, I see what you're saying. So I've been doing half smoke. So I'll smoke half a smoke and put it out. That's it. And then it's like, oh, look, I got a half smoke. And then you smoke a little bit. And then all of a sudden, I started calling them in my head Fifth Element smokes or Corbin Dallas smokes. Either way, big filter smokes look cool. That's what I wrote down here. So apparently I was
advice.
assuming that my little half-smoked cigarettes,
Right.
let's call them Corbin Dallases now.
Yeah.
Eh?
Because
Multi-pass.
remember
those are like
it was
three
all
quarters, yeah.
filter,
And then it's like a
little
tiny bit.
of- yeah.
And I just put two and two together. I was like, that was worthy of being on the show. Clearly, it wasn't as awesome as I thought it was, but it's pretty funny. We got a smile, a little reaction, a little pop.
I'm entertained.
Yeah. So Corbin Dallison, bro. Got a bunch of Corbin Dallases sitting over there right now. See what we can do.
My buddy actually always, for years, he wanted to develop this product. This was like 25 years ago. He wanted to call them shorties, and they would come in a pack, 40s, so there would be shorty 40s, but they were like half a cigarette.
Oh,
So
I
that
feel like me and Murray, smoking, other things or whatever, had the same idea. We're like, you never want
right, the full thing. So it's like if it was like half the size, and you get twice as many because you can fit twice as many in a pack.
See, 40 packs, like when I was in Australia, and I was asking Coach Number One, who's here for the All the Way Around table every Wednesday, going to be in studio tomorrow, very excited. When I was in Australia with Doobie and Benji, they sold 50 packs of smoke.
Same with Germany.
What? 50 packs?
Yeah.
They don't even fit in your pocket.
It's
What are
like
you supposed to
one of those
do?
Crayola,
Yeah,
things.
briefcase to carry around.
It's
your
like
cigarettes.
exactly what you think. It's a pack like this, and it's like this thick, and you have a 50 pack of smokes.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So, and I know from that experience that they're horrible to travel around with, unless you got like a bag or a fanny pack or something.
Or you could
Was
be like
it-
those 50s greasers and it makes
Roll
you
it
look all
up,
jacked or whatever.
Was it
Oh,
the
yeah.
Australians that developed cargo pants just so they could carry around their 50 pack of cigarettes?
It's a great
Because
question.
You need a big pocket.
Yeah.
Man, and you're talking to a cargo pants guy. I love cargo pants, cargo shorts. I had no idea they were such a faux pas. Like, I lived the cargo shorts life to the point where our buddy CG and Pistol Pete, we were in Toronto, and they just called me the mule because I always had the pockets on my shorts. So it's like, hey,
carry this for
get
me?
this
Yeah,
to the mule.
throw this in
Yeah.
there.
So I always carry everything.
Murray's a cargo guy, and he's like less meticulous than me. Like I've got wallet right, keys here, phone is there or whatever. Where Murray kind of randomly puts stuff in. And so anytime we get anywhere, he'll go through the 20 cargo pockets, and it's
Somewhere on
like
here.
kind of like anxiety inducing, especially if you're like getting somewhere and you have to pay for something, and, or like looking for your key to get into the
Hoping it's
car,
there.
and it's like always like the 19th pocket that he finds it in. But yeah.
Were you guys aware it was such a fashion faux pas? Like I had no idea.
Well, see,
Aren't they back though? Like, was it a
We're
faux
talking
pas?
the wrong guy.
I don't know.
I know super bad. They're like, no one's been laid in cargo shorts since Nam or something. So I
Maybe
knew
that's
that
what
it was.
started it.
But that was like, when did that movie come out? Like that movie's probably 20 years old now. So I
Yeah.
bet you it's now, like maybe back then it was a faux pas.
Are
Yeah.
cargo
Now
pants
it's
back?
Did
don't
they
know.
ever leave? I don't know.
But for
I never
me,
wear
yeah,
them, but I mean,
Dimebag Daryl always rocked them.
Yeah.
So like to me, they're cool.
Yeah. That's a great point. What the? They never went away.
They
That's
never
what's
went
wrong.
away.
I was a big, maybe before cargo pants were cargo pants, like I would get the army pants. Like in
Which
grade 4,
I also
Again,
wore a lot of
6,
army.
super cool.
that, and
Yeah.
it was strictly army pants.
And the
then
dad-
I did have cargo shorts or pants.
I had
in
the
high
army
school.
cargo shorts.
Yeah, that's what I transitioned to.
Yeah.
'Cause then, I mean,
Boy, oh boy.
Yeah.
Fashion
Good
truly
times.
is in the
Quinn
eye
the
of the
Eskimo.
beholder.
Quinn
Hey?
the Eskimo.
Yeah,
Shout out
shout
to
out
Quinn the
Quinn.
Eskimo.
So
Yeah.
much good gear there.
Yeah, that picked up a lot. There's like the pixelated camo and the like Arctic camo and,
Yeah,
and
dude.
all. Now there's like purple and gray.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Every
Camo.
kind of camo.
camo.
And it always came with the dad jokes like, man, why aren't you wearing any shorts? Why aren't you wearing any pants? Because they're camel, so you can't see them.
Right.
So it's like, man, you walk around here with your horn out like that? What's going on?
And then
dude?"
the people that can't make up their mind, where they have high vis on, but then they're also wearing camo. It's like, what do you want? What do you want
Want to
from
be
me?
seen or not be seen?
Just all about extremes.
Yeah.
That's where it's at.
Like us with sleeves.
Yeah. Man, God, do I ever hate sleeves. I think I wore a sleeve the other day and I got like zits on my arms.
Just one though.
These had
Both sleeves.
this
I
shirt that
bought the
Aaron got
shirts
for me
halfway.
had sleeves for about 20 seconds.
How sick is that album?
It's
Woo!
like one of the best, almost of all time.
Right up there.
Do you have a go-to song off it if you had to?
Oh man, I don't know. See, my thing was my brother did the Columbia House thing.
Yeah.
So we got that disc. Like all the discs I listened to were from my brother ordering them through Columbia House. And that bad boy right there was my first like introduction to like the whole grunge thing from my brother.
And to me, like Alice in Chains is by far my favorite of the grunge bands because they're like kind
So
of
good.
they've got some elements of metal, and it's like grunge was always that the attitude, and it was supposed to be like a little sloppy and not it was a reaction to all of the like crazy Yngwie Malmsteen guitar shred, where it's like you don't need to necessarily know every frickin' mode and scale or whatever, but like Jerry Cantrell, and I just find he's a fantastic guitar player and very metal and not just meat and potatoes. There's some technicality to that music.
Favorite song for you?
I would say
It's a short song
yeah.
list too. Isn't there only like 8 or 9 songs on there?
yeah, I actually honestly don't know how
pull
many
it up.
there
I
are,
got
but
it.
I would say Wood. I
Wood
love
is
that song.
always
And
there.
have
Wood
you,
is
have you
always
heard
the unsung hero.
the
on the album.
when Phil Anselmo sings it?
No.
There's like a live version of it, and it is fantastic. Now, obviously, Rooster's a great one too.
Yeah, they come to
But
snuff the rooster. You know, I
really-
learned the meaning
yeah.
of that song through the radio because that was like the only song we could play off of there.
And so,
Okay.
well,
is
I
the
was like,
meaning?
well, no, I'm
Please
just like, no,
elaborate.
I'm just like, I don't know if I know that yet. Like, I'm a sometimes don't listen to the lyrics as much as I should.
Yeah, it's a.
So,
heavy,
what
heavy
is the
song.
meaning?
It's like about his dad
yeah,
going to
that's
war.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
Because his dad was nicknamed Rooster.
Yeah,
Yeah,
come
that's
to
right.
snuff the rooster.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you won't see
Angry
him
Chair's
die.
great.
Here we go. I'm going to read them off. 1992. If you're wondering what the All That Angst podcast is all about, this is a very good dose right here. We talk
really
anything
love this.
90s,
In a nutshell.
music in the 90s, games, fashion in the 90s. All right, here's the rundown. You ready? Yeah, dude. 5 songs.
What?
That can't be right.
No.
Anyway, it says Wood, Them Bones. We all spit
Yeah.
it on the radio. Angry Chair, Rooster, Down in a Hole. Why would they say there's only 5 songs?
I want
There's
to
more
say
than 5 songs.
I want to
on
say
there.
there's 13. but-
Track listing. Here we go. 13.
Ooh.
Must have been the A side there. All right. Start off with some Damn Bones, Damn That River, Rain When I Die, Down in the Hole, Sick Man, Rooster,
Man.
Junkhead, Dirt, title track, Godsmack, intro dream sequence, hate to feel, angry chair, and lucky number 13, wood, question mark.
So good.
I had a real issue with wood on the radio because I was always entering it because I had no idea about the song. Like I knew the song, but
Yeah.
don't know any of the titles to any songs.
yeah.
That was my big thing. So I'd always be entering in the system. Sorry, I don't have wood. WOOD. It's like, no, it's wood.
Wood.
Question
Question mark?
That was actually my
That's
next
what got
question.
me,
The,
yeah.
the question mark
Yeah.
was like, well, then it has to be WOULD.
Yes.
Not like got wood, but like would you more so?
Or like, sticking with the theme of this show. What's his name? The Canadian guy from Full House. Did somebody say
What?
wood?
Oh,
Remember that? Dave Coulier from Full House. He had,
Alanis
he had
is ex.
the woodchuck
Yes, yeah.
puppet. Did somebody say wood?
Cut it out.
There it is. Good shows. back then.
Yeah, another thing about that album is, you know how everyone did the fade outs or whatever? I forget which song, but they did the fade out and then they fade it back in or whatever. And I was like, I want to steal that at some point.
Innovating, changing the game.
Yeah.
I have a,
all
sorry,
about.
random question that just came up. So, you know, like Alanis from, the late
Morissette?
80s, early. Well, so this is my question: is Alanis Morissette?
Yes.
Okay, so she was Alanis before she was Alanis Morissette.
I don't know
And
that.
then it was like rebranded as.
Hold on.
Oh,
Are you telling me there
maybe.
was someone making music named
You know what?
Alanis?
Well, yeah.
I think you are right.
Oh,
I don't
hold
know.
on.
I
we
don't
got
know.
we got a dragon sighting.
Oh, hey! Is that real or is that
Really?
a joke?
Ah,
That was a good one though. That
Way
was
too
good.
gullible up
Yeah,
here.
That
we're
was good.
so gullible in these.
Yeah.
these
You could have told me anything, and I mean, I
was
just believe that. So
One thing I will say, till the end of time, Jagged Little Pill is one of the greatest albums of all time. And I don't just mean to me personally. Like if you look at every song on there, every single
Every
song, that
song
album
is a
hit, like
banger.
huge hit.
Yeah.
Well,
not
and-
just a
and
banger,
her-
a hit.
Yeah.
her big one was because it was written
About Dave Coulier.
Dave Coulier.
Yeah.
Did we just go full circle? We just did
We
like
actually
6 degrees of the
Seinfelded. Yeah.
woodchuck from
Yeah.
Full House.
Ah, man.
Is that what happened?
But I still want to know if Alanis, because she was like I don't know,
I'm
like
on
in the
it, boy.
80s or something.
I wanna
right?
know-
Like Alanis, like I remember Alanis, and then a few years later, Alanis Morissette came out. She was like more rocky.
Yeah. And Taylor Hawkins who went into Foo Fighters was
Right,
the first.
the
He
drummer
drummed for the
in
first tour
Very
of
Cool
that.
Connection.
On that, yeah, I remember. I mean,
Okay, you ready for the list here? Like this one always blows people's
For
minds.
Alanis?
Yeah, just Jagged Little Pill.
Yeah.
Just the track listing from Jagged Little Pill. I'm gonna pull it up here right now. All I really want. You ought to know. Perfect. One hand in my pocket.
One smoking a cigarette.
Right through you. Forgiven. You live.
You learn.
And I fall head over feet. Mary Jane, isn't it?
Ironic.
Don't you think?
It's like rain on your wedding day.
A little too ironic. But yeah, I really do think. Not the Doctor, Wake Up, finish with You Ought to Know. Like, you want to talk about one album that just pumped him out? Like, still to this day. Like, I know you hear the names and you probably know the songs, or don't think you know the songs, but if you listen to every song, you'll know every word to every song, just from the living life.
And it does have that quality. I find, again, if we're talking about like 90, like I know Alanis Morissette, Jagged Little Pill, you can play that one on loop and
Oh,
it
yeah.
doesn't really get boring. Same
Yeah.
with, I've been listening to a lot of Tragic Kingdom, No Doubt. That
Oh,
album
so
is
good.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Like, I don't
So
know if
true.
if it's just the nostalgia or whatever, but I
Right.
really, really like it.
Man, here I go. I can't talk about them without listing them because then you understand how huge they are. What do we got here? Ooh, it's
My wife.
Lee. His wife. Well done. I thought you were going to be Royal Anders for a second.
I did too.
He's going to be all up here right away. Okay, here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
Tragic Kingdom from No Doubt. These are all 90s albums, by
Yeah.
the way. Sorry, I'm not home right now. Walking in the spider webs. Leave a message and I'll call you back. Hell yeah! I said, excuse me, mister, you got things all wrong. I'm just a girl in the world.
So good.
Happy now?
That one's less memorable, but it's a decent track.
Different people?
That one's
okay.
Kind of,
Hey, you?
okay, maybe some of the
Ah,
maybe
don't
the
knock on
middle's a
four
little
songs.
thin.
This
The middle's-
is why we have to go through it. The Climb, 16, Sunday morning, then we get back to it. Don't speak, I know just
Ah.
what you're thinking. You can do it. World go round. Ended on this in Tragic Kingdom. So not as big as the other ones,
Yeah,
but still it's
but
there.
the songs that are the hits really are hits.
Right. That's the way to put it. Hanging out on a Tuesday. This is the All Out of Angst podcast edition of your show. Audio version, you can find it anywhere on the internet as long as I remember to post it and put it out there. So we'll have a good double dose this week, which will be nice because I wrote a message on the board inside there. I do want to.
Super Nintendo Anderson was asking. He's like, "Man, where's the podcast? You haven't released one."
I'm very sorry, Super Nintendo. That's all me. And there are no excuses. I will say some factors have been playing into it, mostly me trying not to blow my brains out while getting taxes done.
And me shirking on my responsibilities of being here.
You thought the CRA was rough to work with. Man, oh man. Getting taxes done after you talk to CRA for 3 weeks straight, it's like you're almost out and then they pull you back in. Anyways, it's been taking up a lot of our time here and ruining the creativity. I did want to say 5 games now. 5 games have been destroyed by Uncle Brando and yours truly on our Tuesday/Friday streams going on over. I'm going to pop it up one more time because it's very cool. I'm going to see if I can get really crazy with this. Our Twitch stream. Okay. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to say, here, check this out.
Whoa! How'd you do that?
Magic, bro. Magic. That's where it all goes down. Twitch.tv/Dufferin Ave Media. We have now beaten River City Ransom, Chippendale's Rescue Rangers, Contra 1, Contra 2, and Uncle Brando. Cowboy Kid, the Mr. $1 Million game cart itself. And the Twitch stream continuing to heat up yesterday. On Mondays, we do a female stream with Brooksy and Emily May, and possibly Hardcore. It's a lot of fun. It's all happening right there over on the Twitch stream. And I messaged LB about recording these Twitch streams. As if you go to our Twitch stream, like the actual home, there's no videos there. The videos aren't saving because I don't know how to capture them. So we will get that done soon. Either way, Mr. Twitch, get on out of here as we continue. That's 5 games. Defeated.
Impressive. Last time I had a Twitch stream, I had to go see a doctor about it.
Was it burning?
It was
I'm not gonna say that. We're clean here. You have to get action to do that, you guys.
We trying to be funny, guys.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You have to be intimate.
Burns, especially when I urinate. Gonorrhea!
Tuesdays. Always a good time. I am going to go right into this live read as well because people have been noticing these live reads. I've had a couple people reach out saying, man, it's really cool with those live reads that you're doing. I was like, oh, you stop. I say, no, it's really fun. How do we get involved? So we'll tell you how to do it right away. First, we're going to tell you about my man. Get pre-approved before you shop. As the housing market's heating up and homes are selling fast, if you're serious about buying, getting pre-approved isn't just smart, it's essential. There's a reason why I'm reading this right now, by the way, because we're about to talk about all this stuff. Mobile Rente with TMG, the mortgage group, will help you know exactly how much you can afford so you can make strong, confident offers. With access to multiple lenders, he'll secure the best rates and terms for you, making the process simple and stress-free. That's my favorite part. I hate stress. Don't lose out on your dream home. Get pre-approved today. Mobile Rente, mortgages made simple. All right, give them a call or text 306-370-5804. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a live read. That's how we show off not just your business and what you do, but the person you are. And we get to know way, way more than just here is a company or business. Support them. This place here is all about supporting each other. That's what we do. All these businesses you see here, we support them all because they're a member of this team and this family. If that sounds like something you want to get into, Royal Anders! Hey-o! He's back! We missed you so much, Royal Anders. I was just about to show off your website.
Bell work today, man.
Maggie hates the bell.
Oh,
I don't know if you know. No, it's fine.
I'm sorry, Maggie.
She gets fired up.
Yeah.
Big time. That's his website. Royal Anders made that bad boy. I told him, make it so someone as dumb as me can use it. And he did. It's very easy to streamline. You go right through it. It's super cool, super awesome. Get it out of there. I'm working with the wind today. Get in touch with us. We've even made an intro song. Do you guys feel like you can sing it yet? I've been remixing it a little bit. Don't worry about that. Boys are just boysing. Here we go. This is the email that you can send to us. Get in touch, and let's help each other out, all right? Here we go. Send us an email to contact@dufferinav.com. That is the email. This is the theme song. We remixed it, too. Send us an email, man. Get in touch. if this looks like a lot of fun, I'm telling you, it really is. All the stuff we do here is so cool, so fun, so different. We even get rid of graphics. Really cool. Like, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Get the hell out of here. A lot of fun. Join our team. We are the voice of this city. We are the voice of Saskatoon. When we hang out here, when we talk, people here listen. And I know that. I'm not just saying that like most people do, because I have way, way too small of an ego or whatever it is to be like, look at us, we're so good. We'll never do that. When I tell you stuff, it's because it's true. 'Cause I'm not one to exaggerate. This place is really cool, and we do really cool shit. And if you want to be a part of that, we got the place for you. Did you guys see this yet? This right here. Hold on, I'm gonna show this off again.
Mini Maggie?
That is a mini Maggie.
What do they call that? Felt? Is that
Real Maggie hair in there. This is like I call it my Temple of Doom voodoo doll.
that's
Remember?
Yeah.
Maggie's hair?
So, you know my man Seahawk, the great Callum Oliver. He joins here usually on Wednesdays, Fridays. He has a new show coming out called Recovery with Cal, all about his recovery from breaking his back and becoming paralyzed. He has three daughters. I call them my posse, my crew. They're my homies. And so that is third daughter who wasn't here, Nixie. She wasn't here. The other two, Petra and Tegan, were here, and they went to a big fair. And at that fair, it was like learning how to knit and sew and all this cool stuff. But Nixie didn't make it in. So Nixie made that for us for the set. It's my new most prized possession. You look in the bottom. See how many legs it has.
It's even got 3 legs.
Oh.
Just like Maggie.
Isn't that unbelievable? And the
amazing.
butt. Look at the butt.
I know. It's got a big old butt.
It's amazing. So, Nixie, thank you. As we're always repping the squad. Those are my peeps and some prized possession right
I
there.
thought you were saying it was made from actual Maggie's hair.
There is actual Maggie's hair in there,
it's
yeah.
wound
Like the
okay.
colors,
That's
yeah.
what I
Cool.
thought. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Cool.
It's amazing.
Didn't you
I
have
love it so
a
much.
book on how to?
I donated it when we moved.
Oh, nice.
On
Felting. Is that felting?
Oh,
That's
Oh,
felt.
it's
Just-
using cat hair to-
Oh, okay. But
cat clothes?
okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Hardcora
Okay.
still has her dead cat Petey in her freezer. She's getting it stuffed.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I said.
That's
and she's doing it.
hardcore.
So
That
it's
is
like,
hardcore.
yeah, it's been in there for a long time. And yeah, we said, why don't you just take the fur out? No, it's a full package. So he's like going to be taxidermed with like a monocle and a cane. And the pool hall in the new house they moved into is called Petey's Place, I believe. And he's going to be on display. It's going to be very cool. Once you get over the whole, what's going on?
It's a little weird, but it's
Yeah, exactly. You're not doing it yourself. Yeah.
no.
Yes, sir. Speaking of new houses, let's get into it. Last week we celebrated. This week you've had how many days in there now?
I guess March 30th, and it's the 14th today, so
15.
half.
15.
2 weeks, yeah.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
2
Solid
weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah.
And how's it going?
It's starting to feel more like home, and I'm saying like I'm doing that adulting 101 or pretending to be an adult 101,
Yeah.
where it's like I had no idea the learning curve of how far behind I was on all of this stuff. So I'll get my dad to come in, and like so far we've changed a little vent for, like the exhaust vent for one of our bathroom fans. That was messed up, so we got a 3-inch thing, and used the aluminum tape and
yeah.
screwed it in or whatever. So did that. What else did we do? Yeah, changed the furnace filter. I had to get my
yeah.
dad to show me how to do
that
that.
regularly.
I
Very
still
important.
have to
Yeah,
do this.
what,
Do you know how
like,
many
kinda
times I've told
quarterly or 3 times a year or something like that?
3
You
months.
get away with every 6 months. I haven't changed the one in here yet. My dad, I tell him, Dad, 2615 by 1, I need a filter. He's like, yeah, we got 100 of them at the shop. I go, okay, shop's 2 blocks away. I still haven't made it over there to get it. I keep forgetting. It's so important to do. I always forget. Change your damn filter. If anything goes with any of the heating or cooling in your house, first thing you check is your filter.
Yeah.
First thing. Most important. It's probably plugged up to shit and you're screwed. That's the lesson. I'm an idiot, is the point. Do you know what size your filters are?
Yeah.
But
Ooh.
so it's like 26 by 15 by 1 or 25 by.
Yeah, and they're like, I don't know, but it's the 4-inch ones, so they're big
Yeah.
ones. I don't know.
Interesting.
Standard length, I don't know, but they're
Yeah, and I actually got into it with my dad because we were talking about these filters, and I was like, well, why do they have different filters? Well, son, a bigger filter is used for a bigger unit because you have more air powering through to go throughout the house. So that's why they have different sizes for all these different
My
filters.
dad
But
gave me,
okay.
he's like, this is the cool air, and then it goes to this, and he was.
You got to make sure you put it in the right way for the airflow,
Yeah,
all sorts of
we
things.
did. We did that.
Yeah.
Another thing, he went and checked our hot water heater, and he's like, oh, it was actually up pretty high, and he's like, that's kind of a waste of energy, blah blah blah. So, turn that down. So that's another thing we did, and then took the cover off the AC because we
good
always
stuff.
hear the horror story that my mom tells me about how our neighbor, the kids turned it on, when the summer started, and they had and it ended up burning down the frickin' house or whatever. So
Ooh.
got to take that an AC cover off. Yeah, and then I was just telling Mike I stepped into the backyard work where did the raking, and that was kind of a little
manly
a
cleanup
little
after a
process.
cold winter?
It was good because I was able to repurpose one of our moving totes or whatever to because I don't like putting leaves into bags. Like I always felt like it doesn't work. It never is gonna
Hear,
work.
hear.
Where I just kind
Hear,
of raked
hear.
it into the tote and then put it in my green bin or whatever. But
Apparently now you're supposed to just leave it right on the lawn.
well, but for
Like, leave it covered, yeah.
ladybugs and,
Yeah,
and whatnot.
exactly, and
But
it protects
there's
the grass
so
and
much
all that stuff.
snow mold, and it kind of turned into almost like a plaster. So I was like, I probably it's gonna kill the lawn. So I left all the stuff around the garden beds and all that stuff, just the lawn. I kind of did a rake, and whether or not I'm doing the right thing or not, it's my first home, and I wanted to do it.
Have you checked your dryer vent yet?
Ooh, that's a good one.
just that.
Like not the
Not
thing
the-
in the drip,
Not
but
the trap.
actual the tube out. You can
I
clean
have-
that thing out. Just
So what's the process of that?
well, you can get. I mean, you can get a dryer vent brush kind of thing.
Okay.
But a lot of times,
Yeah.
those
yeah.
things can clog. Like obviously, your lint trap will collect stuff
Yeah.
in your dryer, but then some of that lint essentially goes out.
Yeah.
The
It
vent,
doesn't
but
get
then it'll
100%.
hung up in the vent, and if that gets built up, another fire. Either or, depending. I've never actually done it, but
Okay.
it's on my
Yeah, okay.
it's on my list of things to do, and I would,
Yeah.
especially now in my place, because my vent, the way they set up this bathroom, it should have just been set up way better. So the dryer vent goes into the bathroom, into the basement, into the mechanical room, jippity jivey all around this bunch of stuff, and then out another 12 feet, where it's if you would have just moved the dryer to the exterior wall, it could have been a straight shootout, you
Yeah.
know, but whatever. But it was, it's I should maybe check that. And then you can buy these long, it's like a chimney sweeping brush kind of thing. It's just a long, wiry kind of thing with a big brush, and you throw it on a drill, and you can.
Oh, I like the idea of you.
you know,
You have to
power it up
man
a
it
little
up with a
bit.
power tool.
Anytime.
I probably would have just jammed it up there, but
Wow, it's
Mere mortals use a tiny little stick, and
Yeah.
you're a man, you get the drill out and you get the bit out, and then it just clean out, burrow it right
So,
out.
Well, I changed tires on the car the other last Wednesday, I guess, or Thursday, and I showed Silas. I'm like, "Hey, son, you're gonna learn how to change tires." And of course, you have I don't have a nice jack, right?
Yeah.
It's just the jack that's in the car
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
I've got a couple, but they're broken. But it's with that jack, you get the right socket, and you can throw your impact on the
Right
jack.
on it. Right on it.
You know,
Yeah.
so then not only are you
Yeah.
taking your lug nuts off, but you can do that with the jack.
You're all of a sudden doing pit stops in
Yeah,
NASCAR.
well, that's what
yeah.
Silas
Or
said.
F1,
Dad,
yeah.
Yeah, you seem like one of those a pit crew guy. It's yeah, dude.
So sweet.
And then we did it, and he's like, "Oh, that's it." I'm like, "Yeah, dude, it's not hard. It's it takes a little time and whatever." But
changing
it's not
tires,
hard.
man.
yeah.
And
I-
One time in my life.
accomplished,
One time I've done it.
Never again.
Never again.
Never again.
Now, I'm not saying never because I've never had to again. I've been
Right.
lucky enough.
Yeah.
The one time was in the middle of nowhere
Yeah.
on the old 1990 Crown Vic, and I think I told the story before.
Yeah.
Got it on, and right when I got it on, the jack broke and fell. And that was it for the jack for that 1990 Crown Vic. But we did get the car moving, and the tire was on and made it home.
To me, that's a half.
pretty proud.
That's a win.
Just
It
remember
was
to
hilarious.
retorque at 100 after 100 kilometers.
That's right.
The pressure was immense as I was in a vehicle with four ladies. Had four ladies
Right.
heading out to a party at the lake.
You got
And I was
burly
the
beard,
man.
Gary. It's
But,
like,
well, let's see if this guy can do it. And I don't know how we did it, but we did it. It's a very, very, very proud moment.
I just,
Never had to do it
sometimes
again.
there's divine intervention. I think someone
It's never
someone
us.
was
Yeah.
looking down on you kindly. So yeah, I guess another thing. So we got some like a decorative sun, those things that people put up. So there was already one in the backyard that was perfect, and they left it there. We're like, and then Aaron ordered one. And are you familiar with like Spinal Tap? When they like order the like Stonehenge and they're for like a backdrop, but they got the measurements off and it was like really small.
Tiny.
This is kind of like the opposite, where the one she ordered, it shows up and it's like this huge box. We're like, that's a weird size box for this like decorative
Little
sun that we
decorative
want,
sun.
and we open it up. It's like, no, it is that size
It's
or whatever.
huge.
So we ended up taking the one off the back, putting that in the front, and then we put the big one in the back by the. So we still used it, but it was like comically large to be in the front, and yeah.
A good humorous joke, if you will, upon entering the home.
Yes.
Yeah.
It does look spectacular. Yeah. So yeah, things are coming along, and
What are you most excited about with the new place?
Well, we've really been loving the grilling. Like we said, we'll be on barbecue 5 tonight.
That's
so-
it. I was gonna put the over under at 7 times in 2 weeks. At
why?
least
I
every
feel
second day.
Yeah, and I think we like had leftovers a couple nights, so
Right.
we're not counting though.
That's
You
fair.
know what I
No,
mean?
that's a
Like
very good
we've
point.
pretty much eaten
It
barbecue
only
almost every
counts
night.
when you have to cook.
Yeah, if it's if it's fired
You're
up,
making for the
that's
next
a
day.
cue.
Yeah, and you're making for the next day, so that counts as 1 day.
So yeah, it's good. And again, like last night, we turned it on and we're like, oh, we need a vibe. So we put on 90s hits, and sure enough, a lot of the songs are like, hey now, you're all star, get your game on. Like we're just rocking out, and I'm sure like our neighbors are starting to get a vibe of us. They're like, oh god, it's them again.
Not Smash Mouth fans again.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Whether or not it's a good song, it's like there's a quality to it.
It's,
I didn't say anything good or bad. I just said another Smash
Okay,
Mouth fan.
Smash Mouth or Chumbawamba? Who do you take?
Oh,
You can
probably-
only save one.
Probably Chumbawamba because they talk about liquor at least.
Yeah, fair enough.
A Smash Mouth, it's like, hey, you're an all-star, buddy. Go get your game on. Get out there and go for a play. Like, if that movie wasn't on Shrek, that song shouldn't exist,
Fair
right? Like, it's connected. Like, Dragon, how much do you love that song because of Shrek? Yeah, 98%. That's a big number.
It's big.
But, yeah, that's,
Nice. Okay, good.
that's because you never had a whiskey drink or a vodka drink, bro. Like, I feel like we lived the Chumbawamba song. We haven't
Yeah.
really lived the Smash Mouth song.
Yeah, this is true.
That's sort of where I'm
That
at.
one time on my bike when I smashed my mouth.
Mouth.
Oh.
I got it.
Oh, and I did knock this tooth out with my skateboard, so I've smashed my mouth.
There you go.
But yeah. So yeah, I'm going with Smash Mouth.
I'm waiting for someone to make the dirty Smash Mouth joke, and I'm not going to be the one to
I
do it.
wasn't
As
gonna
we are,
do
no,
it.
of course, hanging out. The All That Eggs podcast crew in here on a Tuesday here on your show, audio version, anywhere you get your audio podcasts. So, the neighborhood. Have you met all the neighbors yet at the new house? That's always one of my biggest fears when I move into a new place is meeting the new neighbors.
Well, because I told you about our
weird spot.
We told you
Driver,
about
the-
James, and he peels in.
Right.
Oh,
And then we
yeah.
found out, so they're a family of peel in. Like every one of them peels in. And we're
They
like,
live that peel life.
So-
So it's an apple tree scenario with the peel there.
yeah. So yeah, obviously, yeah, yeah. You're on fire, man. So yeah, I would say James is my favorite so far, but I had a good we got a little pile of snow in the front. So today when I was doing my yard work, pretending that I'm an adult,
Yep.
I grabbed, the top of the snow and kind of just spread it around, to like speed up the melting process. And as I was doing this, an older couple drove by in an SUV, and I stood up and gave him a friendly wave and a smile, and I got the most genuine smile back and wave, and I was like, I'm gonna like it here.
Nice.
And yesterday I saw a kid working on his heel flips in the cul-de-sac.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah. Sweet.
I'm into this.
So as far as the rest of the houses around you go, we haven't really met anyone else yet besides
just
the peel-ins?
Just James, the peel-in guy.
I'm trying to think about all of the issues that I tried to overcome when moving into this place, because it's still very fresh in my mind, and it's still something that I wish people would have given me heads up on these things, because I've only ever moved legit moved everything a couple of times in my life, and this one was easily the easiest. I had nothing to move in. The minimalist lifestyle just called to me, and we fully dove into it. When meeting these people in the neighborhood, and you're going in there as the new person, do you feel any pressure to go and introduce yourself? I felt like every day that I was hiding in here, being scared of everything outside the house, I felt like I was like smacking all my neighbors right in the downstairs, being like, I'm a dink.
I specifically, like today when I was doing the shoveling, I look when I see someone's coming out and I know they're like within like a 10 house, perimeter of us or whatever. I looked up and gave them the genuine like eye contact because I want them to know that we want to be part of
what
this
I'm saying.
neighborhood.
You
And,
wanna put that
like, 'cause
out there.
I know at our old apartment when the guy across the street had moved in or whatever, and we're like, they just never would say hi, and they were always like, just like go to their house and do their own thing. And the one thing that really ground my gears was Halloween. They left all of their lights on and stuff, but then they just left and didn't hand out candy. I'm like, if you're not gonna hand out candy,
Least hide, bro. Hide your
turn
shame.
the lights off and make it unappealing to go or whatever. But yeah, obviously that's a whole new thing. I'm looking forward to doing all
I
that.
like
but
that.
yeah,
You got the
Are
right
you gonna be
attitude.
one of those houses now with like full-size chocolate bars at Halloween?
Aaron. No, that's
Can't
a
be that
no.
cool, bro. Come
Okay,
on.
no, I don't know.
All I was thinking, the second you said old apartment, I just like, man,
Welcome to the old
being out.
apartment.
That's it. Da-da-da-da-da. This is where we used to live.
We'll have a wide array of delightful small.
Man. Okay. As long as there's variety. Yeah, old apartment though.
Yeah.
Shut up, man. B&L, dude. You want to talk like, what was the album? Enid? Was that the name of the album? Like the first one that came out that had all the bangers on it?
I don't know. My brother Chris
There I go.
had it.
Everyone
Yeah,
had
you
it.
just-
Every single
it had
human
the
being
ball
in
on it,
Canada had
right?
it, the colorful ball.
Red and
That's
white,
it.
like the classic
Yeah.
elementary school ball.
Pretty sure
that
it was
you play
Enid.
red ass with.
Oh yeah, those were amazing. The sound of that.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm on it, you
The
guys.
density of it when it would hit your rib cage or your eye socket. Damn.
Yeah, those things were
Leave a
dangerous.
mark.
Very dangerous.
Yeah.
Because that album, everyone had it. And that's why we knew all the songs on it, right?
For elementary school, did you guys like play like wall ball, or was there something like where you threw like a tennis ball? Like what was the rule? Like
That was,
the
we called it red
and then
ass,
and then
I think.
yeah, and then if you lost, you had to put your ass, and
Yeah,
everyone fires a tennis
yeah.
ball at your ass. Yeah,
Would not be allowed to be played in schools today, I do not believe.
Ain't that the truth?
yeah. Again, this is like
Gordon. The album was called Gordon. Sorry, continue. Continue with your red ass. I'm just learning. There's
no,
your ball.
So,
right there.
which album?
Gordon.
Oh, the
you
Bare
know.
Naked Ladies.
Yeah. Keep going with your red ass. I'm just getting songs here.
Oh no, sorry. I was just trying to like go to the depths of my memory to like. I remember I would always go to school early to play this
Yeah.
game where you'd throw the tennis ball, but like, did it have to bounce or was there different?
Everyone had
rules?
different rules. Everyone had different rules.
Okay, it was kind
out
of
there.
like
Yeah, I think
dependent
it
on
had to
dependent.
bounce before it hit the wall, maybe, or maybe it
We-
or maybe it didn't have to bounce.
Or maybe you had to like pre-call
Or
that.
if you
Yeah.
caught it, was there a
Well, you had
catch
to go in
rule?
order, right?
Yeah.
You had a certain order, and then if you went out of order, there was something, and then if you didn't get it, you had to touch the wall before the
Yeah.
next guy
Run.
threw it or something.
So again, like I feel like all the safety, you're running directly towards
Right.
a brick wall. Like it's just, yeah, it would not fly today.
We never played at JL. John Lake School, we didn't play. We were busy playing hockey or broom ball or basketball or tetherball. There was never any red ass going on.
Kickball was another
Football,
solid
baseball.
game.
We played all kickball. Lots
I
of
loved
kickball.
kickball.
kickball was
Tetherball was
Tetherball,
badass.
yeah.
Foursquare. Foursquare was another good
Foursquare,
one. I like that one a lot.
King's Court.
Yeah.
Ooh, very good.
Dodgeball.
One of our favorites, a huge hit. Mr. Wright brought this to the John Lake school system. Michigan touch football. You ever
What
play
is
Michigan
Michigan?
touch football? Oh, it was so fun. So you go on a football field with a center line and then the two end zones, and you run down and you use a football and you throw the football down. And once you catch the football, it's sort of like frisbee golf almost. Once you catch the football, you have to stop and then throw it to someone else.
Okay.
And if you get touched while you have the football, then you switch possessions type of
That's
thing.
kind of cool.
That's
It
way
was
way
so
different
fun.
than prison
So
touch
fun.
football.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
For exactly why you think.
Yeah.
Okay, the album Gordon by the Bare Naked Ladies out in 1992. And it we never really knew each other anyway. This is me in grade 9, baby. Yeah, this is me in grade 9. Lying in bed just like Brian Wilson did. Be my, be my, be
Brian
my,
Wilson,
be my,
is that
be
your
my
that's one of your
Yoko
boys? Hey, he's
Brian
one of-
Wilson?
he's one of the Beach Boys, isn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that song, very good. What else? I'm looking for If I Had $1 Million. That was the other big one. So there's like 12, 13, 14 tracks, about 6 more bangers on there. But not their best one of all
Yeah.
time.
The next, like,
The best song, the best BNL song of all time. We were lovers in a
Oh,
dangerous time.
Not even written by them, but they made it theirs.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Like I can't listen to any other version because that one just blew me away.
That is a fantastic song. Jane, that's a good song too.
I love you. We always sing that to my buddy
Jane.
Tugger's mom. Tugger's mom's name is Jane. Jane and Michael. Hello to the whole family. Love them over there. They got this beautiful house on Sask Crescent. We'd always get super, super bombed there and just serenade his mom with that BNL verse over and over. Anytime she walk in, Jane, I love you.
I thought, yeah. Jane and that Four Non Blonde song, hey, yeah, yeah. Those songs, if you're intoxicated, they're way better
Dude,
for singing.
thank you for bringing up the Four Non-Blondes. You want to talk about a band that just, like the Rodney Dangerfield of the music industry, like just gets no respect.
No respect.
No respect. And it's
Great
blows
vocalist.
my mind because that song, like 25 years in my, like it's so good. It's got so many layers.
What's going on?
Anyways, we don't have to sing the whole thing. I just want everyone to know. Check out some more Four Non-Blondes as well. April 25th, you guys. Hey, Royal Anders. Are you still going to be my emotional support dog? Almost called you dog. Emotional support human. April 25th, TCU Place. You come with me? We're going back to Heartworks, baby. So excited. It's a live auction and artisan exhibit that will showcase and celebrate the diverse world of art in all its forms. Very excited. Last year, Royal Anders and I both bought bulls. Hey, Andy. Do you have, Andy, Royal Anders. Need you back here, buddy. Royal Anders. There he is. Do you still have buyer's remorse from your small bull that you bought compared to my huge bull that I bought?
I do, yes, because I can't even fit a whole ramen in that.
And I can fit 4. 4 ramen. Yeah, ramen it.
We got more to get.
Yeah, well, there's going to be. So when you go there, it's not just bowls, of course. There's like a whole bunch of local artisans and amazing, amazing art pieces for you to bid on. It's got the whole auction thing. Oh, it says right here. Let me tell you in writing. From painting to carving, cooking to welding, there's something for everyone. Whether you love art or just want to explore something new, this event will help satisfy your artistic cravings, making Heartworks a must-go attraction for art enthusiasts in and around Saskatoon. April 25th, TCU Place is the place. It is called Heartworks, as we are helping out yet again our friends over at the Saskatoon Food Bank and Learning Center. I will be your MC for the evening as well again, and that's why I got my emotional support human coming in, always supporting all of our friends over there, Lori and Deb and Errol and Garnet and Aaron and everybody. We love our friends at the Saskatoon Food Bank and Learning Center. Come out and enjoy some art. Man.
I support that.
Yes, we always support the arts here as we're on the final stretch of the Tuesday edition of your show. It is also the All Out of Angst podcast. Thank you for listening wherever you find your podcast audio versions. Uncle Mike, what's going on in your world? We're so immersed in Aaron and Matt's world. What's going on in your world, buddy?
Oh, just more of the same, you know.
Thank you, Uncle Mike. Okay, moving right
See you
along.
later. No, I don't know. It's springtime, so garden and
Damn 20 promo code.
Damn 20 promo code.
So-
Save 20% off at UncleMike'sNatural.com.
So many things that can help aid you in your gardening process that you possess, my friend.
Yep. Yeah.
I got We got the bug spray. This what I'm
Yeah,
talking
bug
about.
spray, the True
got
Grit,
soaps,
the
all the
salve.
stuff. It's
Actually
all-
have a specific gardening kit for, working hands
what I
and
was
getting
getting at,
dirty
yes.
and everything you need.
I'm
for,
sure that'll be the next product that
There
we're
you
going
go.
to be addicted
Yeah.
to because we already got us with the
good.
deodorant and now the muscle mud or whatever. That's like a
excellent.
go-to.
My hemp bag that you gave me for all of my soap clippings
yes.
or leftover soapies, the best thing. I never thought I could get out of the loofah life. I thought I was a loofah guy forever because I loved splooch, like straight up Billy Madison,
Yep.
just brrr, and get it all over me. I didn't think that was
Shampoo
possible.
goes on first.
Clean the hair. And you told me about this hemp bag, and it soaps up. It does everything, just like those liquid soaps you get with all the chemicals and all the garbage in them. Same thing. You put them in your hemp bag, it soaps up, it foams up, and you just go. I don't miss a beat, and it's all thanks to you. And I'm so
Well,
grateful
thanks,
for that
buddy.
because that thing is so cool. And anytime I have a brick of soap that's getting lower, I just give it a little crack and pop it in there, and you're going again.
Boom. Yeah.
I-
Big shout out
nothing
to my
existed.
friend Jen, who actually she makes those by hand out of hemp fiber. Because
is what I'm saying.
I was stuck in kind of a similar thing years ago, and I had one of these, a very similar product, but it was made with like yarn, and it just got got super kind of grungy and it was too soft and it it just didn't give a
Wasn't
scrub. And
made
I was like, well, how
for
can I
that.
make something that I want to scrub? I want something that's naturally antibacterial, that's gonna last a little bit better. And then it was like, well, hemp, is obviously the natural choice. And then I reached out to my friend who is a crocheting master and said, hey, could you make
Jen.
there
We
you go.
love your crocheting ways, oh Jen.
But speaking of
Jen.
loofahs, so one thing I'm actually thinking of putting in the garden this year
Oh
is
hell yeah!
loofah.
Come on.
So
You're telling me that loofahs are real?
it's a real thing.
They're
And
not just a clever name for something?
no, and it kind of looks like a cucumber. It's like a gourd, so it looks like a
Kinda like the
squash or
album,
a cucumber.
Yeah.
And you can eat them when they're young, but yeah.
As I do with most things.
It's like, yeah, the meal gourd. The meal gourd, okay. We got to get them early. They're real
Yeah,
succulent.
they grow like kind
What
of like
the
a
heck do
cucumber.
they taste like?
I've never had one, but that might change in a few months. And and then you basically
I wasn't ready for
it's like the
this.
skeletal is like a loofah, right? Like
Yeah.
like not a plastic loofah, but like a normal loofah.
A
I
real
used to
loofah.
actually make a bar of soap with a loofah embedded in it. And so I would buy these loofahs, and they're about that long, and they look like the structure of an orange or like a cucumber. They've
Yeah.
got kind of like a star pattern with kind of the pockets for seeds, and then you dump out all the seeds, you dry them out, and then you can use them as a scrub brush or a cloth, at the sink or
What
whatever.
the heck are these fake loofahs that everyone's using then?
Well, they're plastic pieces of shit. Like,
Well, why
Right,
would
like
you
a
buy that when
fluffy
you can just
floof.
go pick a loof?
well, exactly. So the other day I built in my raised beds. I built it's basically an arch trellis. So ideally you take cattle panels. I used rebar mesh, but same. And I took
So
two
manly.
pieces, and you kind of bend them over. So this useless kind of walkway in between will now grow a vertical viney plant. So whether that's
Sweet.
loofah or cucumbers or
Hold on, you're telling me
pumpkin or
loofahs grow
watermelon.
up? Viney?
Well, they're like kind of a vine. They want to.
Can I plant them on my vine on the side fence here that I share with my main man Don?
You could probably. Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. No.
I can grow loofahs and cover my fence?
Yeah. Any like viney, I mean, anything that like even tomatoes will grow, right?
Yeah.
Indeterminate.
I realize, as
varieties
I
of
said, it's not
tomatoes.
as big of a feat as I thought it was. But as
Yeah,
a guy
no,
who
it's-
had the grapevines at the old house on 4th Street that
There
we
you go.
all remember and love so much, I had a botanical garden. I had a full-on grapevine going right up on a lattice. Right beside that, I had a pear tree. I had apple trees. I had strawberries. I had raspberries. I had everything there. Everything.
What happened to that place?
Got sold.
Really?
Yeah, sold it. Moved out. Tried to live the big life, the good life. Didn't work
Fair
out. And now I'm here.
You should have moved those trees and all the good stuff out of there.
You couldn't. It was like it was a part of the house. Like that was the beauty of that
Okay.
backyard. It was a legit botanical garden. Everything you've ever wanted, fruit-wise, was there.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
Another thing that I think I'm adding to the garden or the orchard this year are Arctic kiwis.
Oh yeah, you were pumped for this. Tell us how the hell you grow kiwis around here, bro.
So another vine kind of grows like a vine, much like grapes, I guess. It would grow like grapes, and they produce smaller fruit than your traditional kiwi. They are hairless, so you just eat the whole thing. You
Like
don't
an
have to
apple.
Peel them.
Oh, I guess there's no
Yeah,
core. There's no core either.
Right, it would be like
Okay.
you
Like a
know,
big grape.
Yeah, exactly.
Aren't there some
Yeah.
freaks that eat the kiwis with the skin on anyways?
Probably.
I
How
feel-
could you even? How could you? Like, could you bite through? I guess you could bite through. It just peels off.
It would just, I don't know. It would,
it just
I'm sure I
seems
have.
Gross.
It
Probably.
just
Very.
seems-
It's probably where all the fiber is. I feel
yeah,
like that'd
it's
be a
probably
very
the stuff that's
fibrous
good
bite.
for you.
Yeah. More good in a shake, I imagine.
Yeah. But no,
Blast
just
that.
really enjoying the spring, doing all the spring things. I was trimming my fruit trees the other day. I changed the fuel line and the fuel filter in my saw and retweaked the carburetor, and then getting the compost rolling. I
course.
uncovered my garlic, which might have been too early.
No way. Perfect time.
I started splitting some wood for the
Hey,
fire
wood.
pit. Yeah, wood.
Good
Would
one.
What
ya?
again?
Did you? Would you?
It all ties together like a Seinfeld episode.
It was a very productive, weekend actually.
Well, this is great.
It was.
I
great.
really,
It was
really
fun.
like hearing that. I'm. Did you guys watch golf at all? Did you guys watch any of the Masters over the weekend?
Not since I
I
was.
heard about McElroy though.
That's what I was going to ask. I want to know if it transcended as much as it felt.
I know names.
Rory McIlroy.
I'm familiar with him.
Yeah, green jacket, gold jacket. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
He got his green jacket.
Oh wow.
He did
That's
it.
awesome.
He did every single thing humanly possible in the most Rory way to not win that jacket, but he won it. He threw it away probably 4 different times, battled back, went to a playoff, and then won his first green jacket. And exercised all the demons of 2011 and all these other times when he's thrown it all away. Being Rory McIlroy nowadays is a very good thing.
Do you think he's gonna go on a run now that he's got that?
That's the big talk. That's the big thing. Is this going to open the door to him finally starting to do what everyone sort of expected him to do when he was Rory like 10, 12 years ago? This could be the first step. Like if you talk to any fan of golf anywhere, they're all in the same book. Like, I'm so happy Rory won. Like, I was at Urban Golf out in the North End with Pistol Pete, and we were talking it was during the Masters. It was on the Friday. And the guy that was running sort of like the area, like bringing food and drinks and all that, he was dressed up in the full-on Masters caddy gear, so like the big white overalls, and he had like the green thing on the back. And we asked him, he said, all right, who's your guy? Who you got to win the Masters? He goes, oh, and this kid was probably like in his like 20s, like a young kid. He's like, I really love Rory. I'd love to see Rory win. And Pete and I both said, good luck with that, man. Rory can't win this. This is the Masters. Do you know what tournament we're talking about? And so from kids that young, all the way up, and I was talking to some people literally at the old folks' home where my granny is. We went for my dad's birthday the other day. And I was talking to people while I was waiting for water, and they were so happy to see Rory finally win. Like it feels like it's one of those sports moments that has transcended everything. Like when guys like you are hearing about it,
right.
It makes me think, okay, this is a really big feat.
Yeah,
Bless you, March.
in my defense or something, I did not know he was like. Had you have said a week ago, like Rory McIlroy, I would have no idea who that guy was. But then I saw some clip that
I imagine now I'll start seeing it. But I've kind of just been like, I've been so out of it with all that.
You did just
stuff.
move, yeah. You did
been
move.
a few things on the list.
Yeah.
I will say that this weekend I think will be the opener of Turkey Vulture Hollows, and we might actually be having our own green jackets made.
Come on.
For the hype is building.
Nice.
For those unfamiliar with said golf club and resort, tell them where it's located.
Located a quick 12 kilometers south of Saskatoon, nestled in the natural aspens with turkey vultures flying around you.
It's beautiful.
Not all the time, but one time we saw them out there. And
Sounds awesome.
my brother
Hence the
thought it
name.
was a turkey. I thought it was a vulture. We decided that
Turkey
it was a turkey vulture
It's a
because
great
they are an
golf
actual
course
thing.
name too.
Yeah,
I like that.
thought- And then we've
Hollows.
got like a logo in mind.
Has
with the
our
green
good buddy
jacket.
Sperman, has he named his course yet?
I don't think so.
We got a
I think
whole
it's
like we can go on
nameless.
like
we can do
a
a circuit.
tour.
I
Yeah,
think, yeah.
we got buddies with golf courses on their acreages, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That's the
The
lesson.
ghettoest golf course that you'll ever play, but it's pretty fun.
Now,
Hey, I
anyone,
don't have a golf course.
anyone watch this? Hey, Royal Anders. Yes, sir. When's the last time I walked around a golf? 10 years ago? You're wrong. At least 20. I don't walk when I golf. Okay, even at these things, guys.
We have mini bikes.
You
We
saw
have mini bikes.
I don't strut either. My point is that when you have to walk, I don't have the energy to play full golf, like for my swings, because I'm not that good at life. So if I'm not riding in the car, I don't golf, because then I golf really garbage if I'm walking, because I'm out of breath and I can't handle it. So out at Johnny's place, he's got the quad out there. Actually, not the quad, the thing with the thing on the back.
Side-by-side.
Yeah, side by side. So I just ride around in that. It's perfect. Do you have any options? Like I can't ride a bike. That's not as fun.
Well, it's a mini bike, so it's like a little motorbike.
Does it have an engine? Yeah.
It's got an
Okay.
engine. Yeah.
All right.
It's also like the way we do it. You're always playing to one
Spot. That's
pin,
right.
kind of thing. So
Different
so
ones,
the
okay.
walking is pretty minimal.
Minimal?
I mean, there is some walking, but we can facilitate your condition.
Perfect. Give me one of those flags. One of the flags you get in the cart and you just drive everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay,
Or
that
if there's
sounds
like slip and slides.
good. Dragon, you want to get?
Slide
Thanks,
around.
buddy. Slipping and sliding.
I think one guy played it on a what do you call those? One wheel one time.
Those are fun.
Yeah, they're cool.
We saw someone ripping today. Like,
Dude.
I cannot believe the speed they get now.
You can go pretty fast and then
Yeah, and the first thing we're like, he really should be wearing a helmet.
bail, and it's like, oh yeah. Actually, the same buddy brought out one of his electric. It was like an electric mountain bike.
Yeah.
Because you're hitting, like you can hit It's natural, it's a little bump, but
Yeah.
normally you wouldn't get any air off of it because you're on a normal bike.
Yeah,
Can't
but
get
you got
fast
this
enough, but with this thing, it's
Increased
like,
velocity, you're
Oh, yeah.
getting some
So,
air.
yeah, very dangerous.
Pretty
Piano's playing, boys.
Okie
Just wanna let you know. It's still really low in my ear, Dragon, so don't mind me if I miss a little bit here. Yeah, no, you're very kind. I appreciate that. Huge day today. Thank you to John Fast, the author. By the way, check out the book. You Can't Stop Love. Audio version recorded right here in the Tooth Booth. Shout out to Dr. Funkhauser and Associates, a.k.a. Dr. Hausman and Associates, Big Tooth on 2nd Ave for the Tooth Booth. Audio version available. Check out the book now on Avalon. That's where I grew up. Amazon. Very good stuff there. He called me. I got to give him a call back and see what's going on as we're doing some more big recording as he's doing his world tour to promote said book. To Uncle Brando in the house. Another great stream today, taking out Contra 1 and Contra 2, which is very, very cool. Adding it now, 5 games are defeated. River City Ransom, Chippendales 2, not the Dancers. I know. We'll get that one eventually. As well as River City Ransom, Chippendales Rest Rangers, and Uncle Brando. Quick, what was the other one to beat? Our first 3 that would be Cowboy Kid. I always forget Cowboy Kid. The Twitch stream, red hot right now, the Hansel of Twitch streams, all right? So be sure to check it out, twitch.tv/Dufferin Ave Media, as we're having a lot of fun there. To you, jabronis, thank you so much for stopping by another Tuesday. That's what we do around here, the All Out Inks podcast. You can find the audio version anywhere you find your podcast. To Aaron, so good to see you. Margaret, you as well. I love you. You see the little mini you? That's you. Thank you to Nixie for making this, again, the cutest freaking thing ever. The Dragon on the ones and twos, thank you again, brother. You are fantastic. We're going to be back tomorrow for another edition of the All the Way Around Table. Adrian the Canadian, a.k.a. Coach Number 1, will be in studio again, and we know about this time, so we can plan for it. We're going to have a lot of fun with that. Okay? Remember that. As well, most importantly, remember, do good things, and they will start happening to you. I promise you. Karma is very, very real, all right? We got this. I love you. Have an amazing rest of your Tuesday!
Smell you later.